Today I'm planting out my mangetout. I soaked them for a few days and as you can see they're really doing brilliantly. This was the packet that I've got. It's a mixture of 3 different ones. You've got the Shiraz, Oregon Sugar and Golden Sweet. I did these last year. They looked lovely as they were growing. So all I'm going to do is pick one out. Don't know if it'll focus. That's going down, and as you can see that little green bit, if it focus, doesn't want to focus, there you go, it's going to go be on the top. So gently pop it in. And then I'm going to cover them. And that's all I'm going to do to carry on, all different ones. It doesn't matter which way, which one's which. They've all got to go in the ground eventually. I'm doing them in my root trainer. So once I've done them all, I'll show you at the end. They're all in. Now just going to cover them up with more compost and a bit of vermiculite and another good water. And they're done. I've still got quite a few left, so I've got another root trainer like this one, so I'm going to do another whole lot as well. I don't want to waste them, and they are my partner's favourite. They won't see it home. They all just get eaten on the allotment plot raw, so I never see any for the freezer. So he'll be happy anyway. Hi everyone and welcome back. I was hoping to do this video in my greenhouse. Yesterday was bright sunshine. Today we've got storms and it's raining. So I'm back at home. So please bear with me. I was hoping for a change of scenery this time, but not to be. Today I'm talking about what courgettes I'll be sowing and also recommending a few that I've already tried that have done really well for me in the past. And also a couple of new ones. Right, I thought I'd start with 2 that I've sowed previously and had good results. This one is F1 Gold Mine. It's a lovely yellow stripe, don't know if you can see that. I did this, I think it was last year, and had really good results. As you know, most courgettes are fairly good croppers, so you don't need too many plants. But with that saying, I've got quite an assortment. With 2 plots, I might have a few, but I've got a big family. And also I'm hoping this year to help others out by donating in other ways. So to food banks, etc. So this one was the gold one, as I said. This one is the Romanesco. What I will say about this one, it is, well, the first time I tried it anyway, it's quite a big plant. I put it at the side of my bed and it almost took it over. But the yield and the size of the courgettes were really good. So if you've got the room, I'd recommend that one too. On to some new things that I'm trying this year. Now on my first plot, my original one, I've got a big archway. Last year I did runner beans over it, and I've tried growing squashes up the side as well. This is, I don't know if you can see that, probably around the wrong way. This is Tromboncino. Now they grow really long, and you can either let them grow and harden and store, or you can have it like a courgette as well. Other people on my allotment plot I've seen growing these, so I think they should do quite well. I just fancied the challenge of them and something different. So that's a new one. I've also got this called Shooting Star F1. It says world's first climbing golden skinned courgette. Stunning space saving plant when grown up trellises and arches. Prefers well drained, moist and rich soil. So maybe another one for the arch. If I do one side and this can grow up on the edge. But I think I'm going to give that one a go too. Now I've got a new company. I'm not affiliated with them, but I saw it on Facebook and I thought, oh, like you do, you get tempted by seeds. So this one is from Green Shop Happy. It's a taper courgette. Now, yeah, it's sort of dark green with pale green stripes. Grows between 4 to 6 inches. And it prefers to be near peppers, beans, radishes or beetroots. But it's saying not potatoes. So that's quite good. You can put assortment in your beds. I forgot to mention the marrows. Let's face it, courgettes, if you leave them, they'll turn into a marrow anyway. But this one is a F1 Sunstripe. And this one is a marrow long green bush. As you can see, I get all my seeds from all different sorts of places. So normally wherever it's the cheapest or if there's a bargain going. I've decided to go with the F1 Gold Mine this year because the seeds are going out of date this year. So I thought it'd be a shame to waste them. So I'm going to sow all of them. No, I haven't gone crazy. I'm going to give most of the plants away. But I'd rather do that than waste seeds. So I'm going to go for it. They're all done. Now I know what you're thinking, that's way too many, but I will be sharing the plants etc with others, so I'm quite happy. So I wanted to use up the old seed before it goes off, so you know, if you don't sow it, it just gets wasted. So there we go, all courgettes sowed. Just got to see if they come on now. I'm going to be putting this in my greenhouse, even though I didn't manage to get there today. That's where they're going to be growing. I've still got peppers at home because of the weather. So there's not a lot of space here at home now. So I'm taking my chances. These are the 3 squashes I'm going to be growing. This is the jumbo pink banana. It's pinkish in colour and it grows quite long, an oblong shape. It says plant between 24 and 30 inches between the plants, and it fruits in September, October, and after curing it, it's ready to store. This one's a new one for me. Well, actually most of them are new ones. Then there's the Turk's turban. I'm sure you've seen this one before. So it says unusual and attractive cottage loaf shaped fruits that are both good to eat and very decorative. Stores well and perfect for stuffing. Trailing habit. Good source of vitamin B and E and antioxidants. So when you're running out of crops in the winter months, you've got all your squashes to keep you going. Lastly is the Sweet Lightning F1. Now this is a smaller size squash. It's sort of orangey, stripy yellow colour. It's a smaller pumpkin. So that one you can trail that one would be good for trailing up trellis etc, or just have it growing along the ground. So they're my 3 for this year. Thought I'd try some different ones. All in, just covering them over. These ones I've already done. Let's cover these ones. And the Turk's turban are over the back there. Now I've got one more little module in the corner, so it's a shame to waste it. So what shall I pop in there? I think I'll just stick 2 of the mini munch in there and hope, and then take one out when they start to grow. I've already got some other cucumbers on the go. I've got mainly Pissandra F1. These are my Pissandra F1. These are also a snack variety of cucumbers, but if you leave them a little while longer, they grow quite big as well. So you can eat them either tiny or bigger. they just kept cropping for me last year. That's why I've mainly done Pysandras. But I've got 2 greenhouses and a polytunnel, so I've got plenty of space. I've got also the market more. This is an outdoor variety, so with my new allotment, I thought I'd try them down there. So I've grown a couple of times cucumbers outside, but not all of them have done well. Now this one said it does really well outside, so I'm going to give this one a go there. Hi everybody. Well, it's been a couple of weeks. I took the courgettes, pumpkins and the mangetout all down to the greenhouse in the allotment. But, and it's a big but, it didn't go so well. Carry on watching to see what happened. I'm not very happy today. Looks like something's been eating my mangetout. They've left me one. All dug out. Not a happy bunny today, everybody. Not a happy day. It also looks like they've been at all my courgettes and squashes that I sowed. They've nibbled all these seeds. So it looks like I'm going to have to start again. I don't know what's been nibbled and what hasn't. Lesson learnt. Not to leave them in the greenhouse. The trouble is they have both had lids on. But obviously I should have put something on top that was covered like that. They still got in there. So might have to get myself a floating shelf. Onwards and upwards though, everybody. Let's start again. Well, it's another day, guys. As you know, all of mine got munched by the mice, so I've re-sowed. The only things I've done differently is I've replaced the F1 Sunstripe marrow for a long green bush marrow, mainly because a lot of my courgettes are yellow version, so I thought I'd just have a different colour in the marrow. And I've also sowed some more Pysandra F1 cucumbers. A couple of mine weren't doing so well, so I'm just going to cover them all up. As you can see, there'll be spares as normal, but I don't want to leave it to chance and just have one. So, well, you've got to keep going. You know, we have setbacks in gardening. It's trial and error. So onwards and upwards, so hopefully. These I am going to keep at home until they're established, though. I'm not going to take a chance and keep them down in the greenhouse, I'm afraid. Once bitten, twice shy, as they say. Right, thanks a lot, everybody. Take care, Tracy. And remember, we all learn by our mistakes. If you don't make mistakes, you're never going to learn.